There is a word that is called mise. Huh? I know some of you have noses that are bigger than mine, so I can relate that for some of you there was nothing like grafting. So I am just saying, and I hope we are safe now. In my own culture, we have something that says a mise. And now you can't say, oh, muse, you have a good muse. No. Hello? Am I speaking to someone? Please give me just a few minutes of your time and I'll be done. You can't say, I have a good muse. No, muse is bad. But in the English, they will tell us there is a good habit and a bad habit. Now, who confuses who? Now, let me speak about the bad habits. Let me speak about the mise. Now, you see, when they start how they start. And when they start, you think it's just one off. When they start and you think, yeah, I have power over it. I'm just going to keep on doing it and I can stop it anytime I want to stop it. Hello? Bad habits is what I'm talking about. Which one do you have? You know, someone was telling me the other day, and when I worked as a chaplain one time, a case was brought to me, and you know, this case was, someone was gossiping about another, and it's girls, Men, we sort out ourselves. It is girls. So now, what happened was, now this girl comes and says, this one is doing all this and this and this and this. So after the report was made, I am asking this one who is said to have been gossiping about the other. So I asked the little girl, have you kept a secret? And she tells me, yes. I asked her, what secret? She told me. She told me the secrets she has kept. For example, you know, I kept this one, this one and this one. So I knew that this one cannot keep secret. Now, when a bad habit starts, and whatever bad habit it is, you know whatever you're battling with, because I think you know yourself better than we can ever know you. But you know, when cheating starts, cheating exams, I am talking about cheating exams, not those other things of yours. Now, when cheating exam starts, it starts with, you know, for us when we went to school, there used to be meal cards. Meal cards which had from 1 to 30. And objectives at times would run up to that. I don't remember well. It's been some good time. Do they run up to 30? I don't know. It's been a while. I mean, I am of the old curriculum. Now, what happened was that sometimes the teachers would not understand that going to the exam with a meal card was a better way of. Say it like you know it. Yeah. So what happened was, now, we would see meal cards flying all over the place and you're wondering, what? So someone says, one, you know how 1 up to 30, that's a full month, It's written there. So someone will just put 1B, in pencil, so that you have to rub it, and then it serves because it's a meal card. Now you see, how it started by that. It was simple. And how it started, it felt like someone had the authority, had the power over this bad habit. Hello? When it starts, you know how smoking starts? It doesn't start with a cigarette. It starts with a pepper. Yeah, it starts with a pepper. It could even start with a pen. It could start with a pen, and then you put it in your mouth, and then and then you feel like, no. Until you get to that level where you think, no, it's boring here. This entire thing of pen bowers, This entire thing of pen bowers. Why don't I try a pepper? And then you try a pepper. And then before you know, there's nothing about a pepper. And you say, I need to. When these drugs start, they start with a little bit of, you call it mirage, you call it what? Kuba. And you want to say, no, it has no effect. The Bayindis are usually taking it. It starts like that, and you feel like you have control over it. Are we together? Hello? I wish I could preach when everyone is standing so you understand what I'm talking about. Because those are senior foes, and it is their day. Hey. Okay. Mind them not. They are senior foes. Now what happens is you think you have control over it until it becomes too rooted into you that you will not control it. I wish I was speaking to someone. This entire thing about, sleeping around in school starts with, how it starts. Me, I don't know. I don't know because I was not in that business. I knew why I was in school, so I was that. You can ask my hobbies. Huh? Where to find them? They are all over the place. They are all over the place. So what happens is, how it starts with that. The desire of you young girls wanting to disturb our teachers who are in peace starts small. Yeah, I will tell you because one time I am a victim of circumstance. A young girl walks in my office. I am a chaplain, and she wants to call, and you girls are cunning. We do not understand what you are up to now anymore. Girls used to be very innocent, but now, and some of you have fought more battles than we who are married are ever going to fight. We know for sure. So a girl walks in my office. That time when we had the 21 days COVID first time, so she walks in my office and she says, "Pastor, can I use your line? I want to call my mite." Yeah, I am not here to teach you what slangs are in high school. If you have no slangs here, I am worried. But she walks in my office and tells me that. So mite is mother, fite is father. If you didn't know, I've given you a better one. So what happened was I didn't know that she was calling her line at home. It says, "They are not speaking." Switched it off. I said, "Pastor, here is your phone." I said, "Okay." So I am in the 21 days. You remember them? So then, boop, something pops up on my WhatsApp. "Hi, Pastor. Hi, Chaplain. How are you?" I'm like, "Fine. Why? Where did you get my number?" So she tells me, she tells me all that. Yeah, why are girls so interested? You want to disturb our teachers with what I will say. So she tells me all that, what. And then she tells me finally, "Chaplain, I wanted a one night stand." She said, "I want a one night stand." Whatever that one night stand is, I don't know. Why are you saying like me? I'm innocent. So I am busy trying to guide this young chap. And I am asking her very, very fun, very, very, very important questions of, "Do you know my status?" She says, "No, I will take PEP." So up to that level now, I understand that she's been sleeping around with other people, doctors who can freely give her PEP. I'm talking about a school girl. Now you see, it starts small. And I believe that when it started, she thought that it was going to be easy. And then at one time, she will be able to let it go. That's how bad habits start. Let's talk about chopping, and what class? You call it chopping? Do they still call it chopping? You need to find us a better word. Huh? Butcher. Ah, okay. You see, butchering starts small. You feel this teacher, this teacher is, I don't like this teacher. You start saying, I don't understand this teacher. And then before you know, you are telling your parent, the school has no teachers. And yet, we had 20s last year. Am I speaking what is right? We had 20s last year, and you are telling your parent that, you see, the school has no teachers. How did those who got 20? How did they get the 20? So they start small like that. And before you know, you cannot take them out. I remember when we were in school, the lab attendants would complain a lot about their, what do they call them? Testy tubes, what? He used to complain a lot. They are disappearing and why are people so much in... Mr. Teacher. So people know what test tubes do out of the lab. And you know how it starts? It starts small. And then you think at any time you're going to pluck it out. Watching whatever you watch, boys and men, and that pleasure you find, you call it pleasure, starts small. And before you know, I am not a biologist in any way. I am just affiliated to biology. But I will tell you that when you get to battle and you need the weapons, you'll be too weak to fight that battle. Why? Because you have wasted all that you had. I want to quickly bring you to 2 Samuel. And something there happens. 2 Samuel chapter 13. You know, there is a lot there. And this is what it says, that after this, Absalom, son of David, I am reading from line 1, had a lovely sister whose name was Tamar. And Amnon, son of David, loved her. Hello? What is not happening here? Hey. You see now, Absalom is son of who? Huh? Absalom has a sister. Lovely sister, Bible says. Now, it also says that Amnon, son of who? Is in love with Tamar. Is whose sister? Absalom is whose son? Amnon is whose son? Are you trying to understand now? Huh? So it's a sister-brother thing, right? Huh? I have heard that there are some cultures that allow such. I have heard. But you see, what happens now is whatever starts small must grow big. And at a time when you are too tired of it, you can't pluck it out. Have you heard of that scripture that says that when one demon leaves, then 7 will come and occupy the place of one? Which one is more dangerous? The 1 or the 7? It says Amnon was so distressed over his sister Tamar, and he became sick. Boys, are you with me? Yes. So distressed, and he became sick. for she was a virgin. And it was improper for Amnon to do anything to her. It was improper. I can tell you that when I was in school, I had a friend of mine who would cheat exams, not to cheat because he was foolish. But you know what would happen was that he would write down his kasasi, bullet, write down his bullet. And after he had written everything, he would go to check his bullet, whether what he has written, to confirm whether what he had written was right according to his kasasi. Was that one stupid? Huh? So what do you call that now? Because he had written everything, but he wants to confirm. It is improper. Are we together? Whatever at times you do, it is improper. But because the pleasures of the world, the pressure of the world keeps you in there. And I keep on asking myself, why do young girls in school have phones, or why do they want phones? Who do you call? Do you call your parent? Go on those Chibaluma phones. Are they here in school? These ones for those MTN, the ones they gave us, where you put your card like as if you're withdrawing money. Go on those if you're calling your parent. But why must you have a phone? And the reason as to why you know you must have a phone is because there's that extra person that you want to keep disturbing and calling. And trust me, those that you disturb are not your relatives. I stood here last time and I want to stand here again and say, free food is only found at a mousetrap. That's where you find free food. But every food that you must eat, you must pay. The Bible says that he who does not work mustn't eat. It is improper. Money is worked for. Money is worked for. Money is earned. My daughter is 2 years. I have told her, I am starting to teach her how to make money. 2 years. Because I want her to understand that nothing is free. Don't work for free. You must be able to earn. What is disturbing you young girls at times is because you're given these little tokens. Someone gives you 5,000 and they feel big. They start bossing around. You also feel, oh, they love me. What is 5,000? In the real world, what is 5,000? 2 point what GB? 2 point what GB of data? So you're all there, and you feel like the world is under you because someone gave you like a 5K. Allah Akbar. Some of you, really, you want us to question whether you were created in the image of God, and yet you were. And I want to tell you, friends, do not put yourself so low. Don't put yourself so low that everyone will think you are that. I am not a motivational speaker, but I wish I had time to self-motivate. I will tell you that when God created you in his image, he created you as a blessing. He created you for a blessing. And he created you more than whatever you could imagine. So all these things that you're asking for, God put right there in you. That's why I don't believe that there's anyone who's stupid. It is because they've not just risen up to their potential. Because God is too merciful that he would give us, he can't give us anything that is less a thing than what he says he is. Are we together? Hello? Yeah. Are we together? Yes. Says, but Amnon had a friend whose name was Jonadab. Some of you have very funny friends, huh? Some of you have the Jonadabs. You have someone who cannot advise you into something good. Some of you friends, you girls, women, You have friends who don't advise you into anything good, and you keep them. Some of you start buying things. Someone, I got this quotation this week, that we spend a lot wanting to impress people who are not concerned about what we are doing. Huh? You're trying to impress someone. They are not. I mean, some of you, the reason as to why you're buying perfumes, and you want a perfume of 200 watts. Yeah, you are in school. You know how much a 200 would do for you. But now, because you want everyone, you want a follow me thing. You are there so that everyone will know. Have you ever been to a place where someone passed like 20 minutes and then you get there and that scent is still there, and then you will say, it is this one who... I have realized that those who spend that, those who waste their time in wanting to be seen, have nothing to be seen about. So they create this so that we can see that about them. Pastor, do you know that? I realize that short men have short temper. So they every time, even when something is true about them, I mean, you tell me I'm short, I am short. I mean, what is wrong about being short? So someone is pissed. I mean, short girls, I have realized short girls want to put on heels. And there are these boots nowadays that what? Swaggerific what? What is that Jonadab trying to... What is that Jonadab friend of yours you think, we have gotten to a level of your die, I die. And you call them, this one is my die, I die. Huh? You call them Mfamfe. You call them that. But what does that person let you... what is it that they advise you about? We have friends who never even wake us up to go and read. But we have people who have phones. Maybe they are not here. Some guys have phones and they wake up in the night at around 3 and they are not waking up to read, but they are waking up to TikTok. What is that Jonadab advising you about? The story is big, and the story is big. Let me read for you this statement. It says, now Jonadab was a very crafty man. Allah. Very crafty. I wish I had time, this dictionary man would explain what crafty is. But very crafty. Huh? Give me another word for crafty. I think he's opening up the pages. Someone has another word for crafty. Huh? Give me another word. Crafty. Now for someone who is dangerous in doing bad things, we call them mugezi. Huh? Huh? Now you can imagine someone who is funny, we call them omugezi wafe. And yet what they are doing is something that is wrong. Now this word crafty is also the same word that is used about the devil in Genesis. Huh? So almost wanting to say that this man is an agent of the devil. I want to tell you, friends, that some of you have allowed to be agents of the devil. Some of you have dated the devil in the broad daylight. Why? Because those that you bring in your company, and you forget that bad company corrupts good morals. So Jonadab is crafty, but he's a friend of who? Let's get back now to the story. Jonadab is a friend of Amnon. Amnon is in love with Tamar, right? Tamar is a sister to Absalom. But also Amnon is a son to David. Are we together now? Now you're seeing it all wrong. Are we together? It is all wrong. It is improper. But why is it becoming improper? Because Amnon is a friend of Jonadab. I wish someone was trying to understand what I was saying. I would be quick now at making the points I want to make, and then I'll be done. So Jonadab now says to him, why are you, the king's son, becoming thinner day after day? Will you tell me? Amnon said to him, I love Tamar, my brother Absalom's sister. Huh? He's sick. And what is disturbing him is he's in love with the sister. You see, some of you are sick in school, not because you have anything that is disturbing you, but because of your pleasures, because of whatever you call passion. You are sick because you think you can't have a phone, and you think you can't have a phone, so you become sick. You are sick because you see someone's daughter and you think, and you can't buy them because we pay bride price, so you pay. You can't pay bride price and you become sick. I am wanting to remind you that you must know the reason as to why you are in school. The reason as to why you are here in school should be the reason as to why you should fall sick. Hello? If someone falls sick because of books, it is understandable, because that's why they are here. And usually I am meeting people who are saying, you see, I am worried. They are kicking me out for school fees. And I am asking the students, is it you who pays? When you go to pray, just tell God, God, bless my parents. The only thing you should be worried about while in school is praying for your parents. That's the only thing. But otherwise, you're worried about them not having money. Is it you who pays? I had a funny dad. One time, I think there was a small balance of 2,000. So after VD, he gave me money, and then the school became tough, looking for everyone who had a balance. So they came, and it was 2,000. So I called him and told him there is a balance. But I told him I can pay it. And he says, is it you who pays it? So he put me back in my line. Why are you worried about things that you shouldn't be worried about? And someone asked, are you stressed? Yes. Can you do something about it? No. Why are you stressed? Are you stressed? Yes. Can you do something about it? Yes. Then why are you stressed? Because if you have something to do about it, then do it. You have a bad grade. You know you can do something about it, and you know whatever it takes to do something about that bad grade, but then you're not doing it. And someone is asking you, are you fine? Why are you growing thin every day? And you are sick about what you mustn't be sick about. You're sick because every time you're seeing someone's daughter pass, you fall sick. You have goose, what are they called? Goose. You have them, and you can't do anything about it. You can't. You can't even talk to them, but you're sick. So Jonadab said to him, lie down on your bed. Are we together? Come with me. Let's run. Let's run through these lines. He said, you see, you are sick. You are sick because of this. Now here, this crafty man, he knows what it would do. So he's giving him what to do. So it is, lie down on your bed and pretend to be ill. This one says, I am sick. But this crafty man, you are friends, you are friends, you are friends. This one, because he's crafty, he says, don't be sick. We are ill now. And you know what being ill now would mean? I can't move out. You know, I think you guys have grown in this era where there are no these slayers in school. You know, we had girls who would make a show like they can't move and they need to be held. And you know, they go to hospital and everything has been checked. They are not sick, but they can't move. I know some of you have been given that advice. Lie down, be ill. You want to butcher a class, someone is telling you, be ill. But you know, deep down in your mind, you're not. I want to tell you, we have been there, we have done that. It didn't pay. There were times when we were forced to be sick, but it didn't pay. You're looking for a good grade, hustle the grade. And I can tell you, you will get it. Huh? So he says, and your father comes to see you. Say to him, please let my sister Tamar come and give me food, and prepare food in my sight, that I may see it and eat it from her hand. You see, some of you have fallen victims of circumstance, not because I want to say, not because that you were supposed to be a victim, but because there is someone who is more crafty. And young girls, I want to say it loud here, me, I fear this gender. We are crafty. Men are crafty. And for you, very innocently, you are carrying those books because that teacher told you to carry their books to their home. Are you silly? I thought the last time I checked, teachers sit in the staff room. So what is happening here? This one is saying, when your father comes to see you. Huh? Remember, we are pretending we are ill, not sick. Ill. So when your father comes, you tell him, send my sister. Let her cook as I see. And let me eat from her hands. Beloved, I want to say that we live in the world of sin. That even those that you think you trust shouldn't be trusted. I am all over the news sometimes wondering, you hear stories of someone, what is it called? Bestiality? Yeah?